Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I feel like I'm Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I feel like I'm like talking like Hello everyone, welcome to this video after the third take because I feel like I'm talking like this to a camera after so long. You have just seen the video of the US, like we've been to New York and Washington. So today we are going to try the Ethiopian food for the first time. I'm going to be trying the Ethiopian food for the first time, and Sachin have tried it already, I think some 8 years back. I didn't know about this. Today only, like when we were walking to go to the restaurant, we discussed about it, and then I got to know he has already tried the Ethiopian. Not a good thing, but anyways, I'm gonna be trying it for the first time. We have already walked like 40 minutes, and the restaurant is like, I think, 30 more minutes walk from here. So we are just walking to the restaurant. So right now I'm standing at the Finsbury Park, and now we are gonna be walking like the remaining 30 minutes. So Sachin, how was your experience that you told me today of eating Ethiopian food? He's like, मेरे को मत लेना, मैं क्यों बताऊंगा? Huh?
Don't remember.
He doesn't remember, but he said like it's very much similar to Indian food. But I've been like looking what I'm gonna be trying. Like the things that I know that we're gonna be trying for sure. It's the honey wine. That's the first thing, and the other thing is shiro what. It's like some sort of like curry dish, and then their flat pancakes. No, flat bread, which is made of called injera, which is made of a grain which is very similar to millets and jowar, called tesh. So these are the dishes that I know that I'm going to be trying. I have already looked for the restaurant. But I'm so excited because when we were looking houses like 2 years back, we were looking close to this place, and I saw that restaurant 2 years back, and I'm like, I'm gonna be trying this when we move to this place. But we didn't end up moving to that place. So today, like after 2 years, I'm gonna be trying this food. So let's see how it's gonna be going. And one more thing, today is one of those summery days this year, because this year apparently there is no summer in London, in UK in general, because as Sachin was telling me, like this is the coldest
Summer.
Why are you smiling?
Last 24 years.
Yeah, this is the coldest summer in the last 24 years, and it is because only yesterday on Friday the temperature went like around 29 and 30 degrees. That's all. Like today it's like 24, 25, and everybody is out because everybody's like, oh, this is the only summer we're gonna be getting. So let's walk to this beautiful park with this beautiful not beautiful person and go to the restaurant. Oh, what a beautiful day and a beautiful park, and there are a lot of people. Let's go to the restaurant.
अकेली जा रही है.
Oh, shit. I have to take you as well. Let's go.
इन बच्चों के लिए हम पेड़, पानी और ये जो ग्लेशियर बचा रहे हैं, मैं तो कहता हूँ ग्लेशियर को पिघल जाने दीजिए, ये साले डूब के मर जाएंगे.
So I'm just back from my dinner now, and I'm gonna be telling you about my experience, but I'm not back from the dinner now. I've had that dinner a week ago, and I'm just lying. So don't trust anything on the internet. And I wore the same clothes just to prove that I'm not lying, and then I'm telling I'm lying. Okay.
What are you even saying?
Just leave that. Yeah. So I have that dinner a week ago, and at that time obviously I didn't shoot about my experience, how I like the dish or not, because I don't like to do that in the restaurant in front of the people. Like obviously everybody's enjoying, and I also want to enjoy. But anyways, I thought like I'm gonna enjoy and taste everything and just take some shot, and then gonna be explaining my experience of Ethiopian food. So let's start. So the first thing that we went there, we walked like more than 1 hour there, and by the time we walked we were really hungry. So the first thing that came was the honey wine, tesh, I don't know what to say, but it was the honey wine. It was really good. Like first of all, it came in those flask kind of a thingy, but where you drink, it's really very small opening. I thought there will be a glass along with it, and you need to pour, but it wasn't like that. You have to drink from it. But it was really tasty. The wine, it was like a homemade wine. We really liked it because the taste of honey was really prevalent, and the I think it had like 11-12% of alcohol, but you couldn't feel like that. You just feel like you're drinking little fermented drink of honey. We ordered our platter, like mixed platter of Ethiopian food. Why are you looking like this?
क्या है भाई?
Where to start from?
देख के पेट भर गया. Let's take it. देख के पेट भर गया.
So where you're served with the bread and then a lot of dishes. That's what we ordered, and it took like more than half an hour, I guess. Like, because by the time our food came, we were really hungry, and we finished our wine, and we thought like obviously we were gonna order some drinks later on. But when we started eating our food, because we were hungry, we started quickly, and we had on the center we had the main dish, shirowat, which is like a national dish of Ethiopia, and it was served, we were served with some extra breads, and all the dishes were on the top of the bread, and the bread is called injera. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it right or not. It's made from the grain tej, which is very similar to jowar or millet, some kind of like has a very similar nutritional profile of those grains, because it's also gluten free. But to be honest, like, I don't know, I started with shirowat and I liked it, and then we started eating it.
Does that even make sense?
And there were a lot of vegetable dish, some dishes with meats and stuff, but I don't know then what happened. I did not like, at the end of the day, anything. I was just eating it to fill my stomach so that at least I have some food, because I was really hungry. And then I was looking at Sachin, and I think he had the same kind of experience, and I don't know, it wasn't our palate or my palate, or there was something wrong, because it had all the ingredients apart from injera tej that we eat. But we have eaten those kind of flatbreads, we have eaten all the vegetables that were served on the platter, but there was something missing. My palate, I feel like it's really wide, like I can eat anything, and I usually tend to like most of the things. Like, it's not that I love everything, but it's like I can eat everything.
You sure about that?
And I enjoy most of the things eating. I like to eat different things, not the same thing again and again. I never thought there's gonna be any way that I'm not gonna like any of the things. But the thing was, all the dishes were, I felt like, sort of similar, or there was nothing different. I don't know how to say it in even a nicer way. But I didn't like my experience of trying Ethiopian food, and this is the first time it's happening that I completely disliked everything. So obviously it's very subjective and it's very personal opinion, but it's obviously my experience of trying Ethiopian food for the first time. And not to say that all food is going to be like that. Maybe the restaurant where we went to was like that, but to be honest, the restaurant had good reviews, that's why we went there. What can I say? This was our experience. I was even thinking that, let me just not put this, what's the point of it? I didn't like it, but then I'm like, okay, what's the point of it, putting everything that you like? Obviously I went to try, and you cannot like everything all the time. So, and it's also like there was a lot of variety. It wasn't the same thing. I love cheese, like any sort of cheese, any kind of cheese. There was a dish with cheese. To be honest, I cannot describe the flavors. For me, I couldn't taste anything. And maybe one thing that I realized after that maybe it's the bread, because everything I was eating with bread, and there was something off about the bread that I just did not like. Maybe it's the grain, or maybe it's the way that the flatbread was prepared. I couldn't just, after a point, I couldn't even eat it. Like, I could eat the dish maybe without the bread. So this was my experience trying the Ethiopian food for the first time. So if you have any suggestions like about some other dishes, or maybe some restaurants in London or somewhere that we can go, or maybe some other African cuisines, like, so let us know in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.